Now we will be talking about the last effect of air pollution, and the last effect is what we are studying. We are talking about air pollution and specifically the effects. Now the last effect of the air pollution we will be discussing about, and this is global warming. This is global warming. Global warming. Now, in this topic, global warming only, I will be including the ozone layer also, and we'll be discussing about ozone layer in detail, as well as the factors which are responsible for the depletion of the ozone layer and the effects of the depletion of ozone layer on the living organisms. Now, to begin with, what is the meaning of global warming? How can we define this term global warming? Now, global means when we are talking about the earth as one globe. So, warming, that means when the temperature, when the temperature is increasing. So, what is global warming? In simple words, when the temperature of the earth increases. Okay. So, what is the reason behind this global warming, and what can be the dangerous effects of global warming? So first of all, I will write the definition. I am going to write a very simple definition, that what is the meaning of global warming? The rise in the temperature of the earth's surface is known as global warming. So, the increase in the temperature of the earth is known as global warming. Now, first of all, we need to understand that what is global warming, that means what are the factors that are responsible for global warming and how does it occurs. Then we will talk about the effects of global warming. Now, when the increase in temperature, when we talk about the increase in temperature of the surface of the earth, so we have discussed this thing that there are certain gases which are known as greenhouse gases. Now, before discussing greenhouse gases, we need to know that what is the meaning of greenhouse effect. So, what's the meaning of greenhouse effect? Now, when a particular kind of crops are grown, maybe due to the when the water is not present, or maybe due to some when the scientific researches are done, in that condition also certain plants are grown under the house sort of a structure, and that house is made up of glass. Okay. So, what we are talking about, the plants which are grown under the cover which is made up of glass. Now, why this particular plants are grown under the glass, under the house which is made up of glass? See, there can be 2-3 reasons. First of all, as I told, that due to certain scientific researches, certain plants are grown under the glass. Now, the second reason is that also we discussed just now, that if the water scarcity is there, what will happen when the plants are grown under the cover, this is totally covered. So through the process of transpiration, what's the meaning of transpiration? When we can say that the removal of the water or the removal of the excess of water from the surface of the leaves through the tiny holes, which is known as stomata. What is transpiration, children? When the water comes out from the leaves, when the water comes out from the leaves through the small pores present in the leaves, that is known as transpiration. What it is known as? Transpiration. Now, and these stomata has to open for the process of photosynthesis, for the exchange of the gases. These stomata open, it opens when the carbon dioxide is coming in or when the oxygen is going out. Along with that, even the water comes out. So it becomes mandatory for the plants, even they do not want to transpire, even when they do not want to remove that, but do not want to remove water, but still if the photosynthesis process is taking place, try to understand, if the photosynthesis process is taking place, that means when the stomata opens, the water will also go out. The water will also go out. Now, the place where the scarcity of water is there, okay, when the water is not available and the water which is available is also going out through these pores. Now, in order to prevent this, what can be done? If the plants are grown in the particular covering, now the water will go up. The water will go up due to the process of transpiration. Due to the process of transpiration, the water will go up, but as this is totally covered, so when the water is released, due to the process of transpiration, it goes up, but it has got no place from here to escape into the atmosphere. The water in the form of the water vapor cannot come here, cannot move out of this, maybe the plastic, maybe the glass, out of this covering, the water vapor cannot come out. So what will happen? It will get deposited over here, get condensed, and again it will come down in the form of the water. So in this way, the water can, in the region where the scarcity of water is there, the water can be prevented. Even the water which the water which is coming out due to the process of the transpiration, it again falls down, it again comes down, and how does it comes down? Because it has got no place to move out from here. Yeah. So this is the reason. Try to understand what is happening over here. Water has got no place and so again it has to come down. So this is the reason which I told you for such kind of crop production, or such kind of when the plants are grown in a particular region under some covering. Now, so as here, in such kind of covering crop production also, what is happening? This was the reason which I told you that why it is being done. Now, when the sun rays falls on such kind of covered crop production area, okay, now what will happen? The sun rays can come down. The sun rays will be able to penetrate and will be able to come down even till the surface of the earth. Here the plants are grown and the sun rays will come down and reach the surface of the earth through this transparent glass covering also. The sun rays will come down. Now try to understand. But it cannot go back again. It cannot go back again. Why the sun rays cannot go back from here? Because the carbon dioxide which is present here, yes, the carbon dioxide which is present here, the water vapor which is present here, the water vapor which is present here. Now what will happen? These things are, these like carbon dioxide and water vapor are going to trap these rays and won't allow these rays to go out of this this particular covering. So now sun rays are here only. The heat will be absorbed by the carbon dioxide. In the same way, the now what will happen? Now here the temperature will get increased. The temperature over here will be more in comparison to the surrounding area, which is not covered by anything, which is not covered by the glass or anything. Now which is not covered by the glass. So here the temperature will be more. Why? Because carbon dioxide, water vapor are absorbing, these are trapping the rays and not allowing the rays to go out. Yeah. In the same way, the thing happens on the surface of the earth also. Like, so I hope you all understood the meaning of the greenhouse effect. Now what is greenhouse effect? When the surface, when the sun rays reaches the surface of the earth, now what is happening? The gases, particular gases, which kind of gases? The greenhouse gases. Which kind of gases? Greenhouse gases. Now greenhouse gases will absorb the rays. It won't allow the rays to go up again in the atmosphere. Now, which are the gases which will absorb the heat? So carbon dioxide is main. Carbon dioxide is the main greenhouse gas. Now the other, even the water vapor plays very important role in this. Methane, and even there are many more gases. Now these gases are known as which kind of gases? Greenhouse gases. Why these gases are known as greenhouse gases? Because when the rays falls, okay, when the sun rays falls on the surface of the earth, few of it is the few rays get reflected back. The few rays get reflected back. The harmful rays are absorbed by the ozone also. That also we are going to study. Now the gases, the rays, the rays get absorbed. These gases are responsible for the absorption of the rays or sun rays. Now, what will happen when such kind of gases, the greenhouse gases, will be absorbing the heat, will be trapping, the better word is they're trapping the heat. Now, when these gases traps the sun's heat, then what will happen? Due to the trapping of the heat, actually this is very good, this is very beneficial. This phenomenon is only, I can say that one of the reason why the life can exist on the surface of the earth. Why life can exist on the surface of the earth? One of the reason. Why? Because these gases absorb the heat, and that is the reason, see, in the daytime when the sun is there, the temperature is quite high, like it's good for us, we can survive. But what about the night when the sun is not there? In this case, if all these, when the carbon dioxide, methane, if these gases will not trap the sun's heat, then what will happen? In this case, the temperature difference between day and night will increase. That means in the daytime, the temperature will become high, but at the night time, the temperature will go in minus. The temperature will go in minus, which will not allow any life to sustain, to be there on the, to survive on the surface of the earth. So this is very, very important phenomenon. Actually, greenhouse effect, this is very important for us. this characteristic feature of carbon dioxide, of methane, specifically carbon dioxide, is very important for us because this maintain the temperature of the surface of the earth. While teaching only, I have given one example that the distance of the sun from the earth and from the moon is approximately same, but you can see the temperature difference on the surface of the moon. You can compare it with the temperature on the surface of the earth. Now on the moon the temperature difference is, it's wild, it's very high, but on the surface of the earth it's not like that. Why it's not like that? Just because of the peculiar characteristic feature of the carbon dioxide, that carbon dioxide can absorb the sun's heat, it can trap the sun's heat. Now when the sun's heat is absorbed, is trapped, so what is the just now I told what is the beneficial part of that, the temperature remains beneficial for us, it remains balanced. What is happening? See, carbon dioxide is present in the atmosphere also. When the animals breathe, carbon dioxide is released in the atmosphere, correct? Now this carbon dioxide is utilized by the plants. This carbon dioxide is utilized by the plants for the process of photosynthesis, correct? But what we are doing due to human activity, what is happening? This balance has got disturbed. Now in which way? Now see, if we talk about deforestation, now I am saying that plants absorb, yes, plants absorb plants take in carbon dioxide for the process of photosynthesis. That means the carbon dioxide is consumed by the plants. Now, but what is the meaning of deforestation? Cutting down of the forest, cutting down of the plants. Now, when the plants are not there, or when the number of the plants are reduced, then the carbon dioxide which is present in the air will be absorbed by whom? So the level of carbon dioxide got increased. Now this is just only one reason which I gave, that due to deforestation, what is happening? The amount of the carbon dioxide which is released by the living organism, by the animals, in the natural process of respiration, that carbon dioxide is not utilized by the plants because so many plants are not left in the environment. Now this is only one reason. Now second cause, the second cause is what? The burning of fossil fuels. Burning of fossil fuels. Now what is happening due to the burning of the fossil fuels? Now what is the meaning of the fossil fuels? Now we have discussed the formation of the fossil fuels, so I won't repeat that. So what are the examples of the fossil fuels? Coal, petrol, diesel, all these are the examples of the fossil fuels. Now when these fossil fuels burn, that means what is burning? Carbon is burning. So when the carbon is burning, obviously carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide will be formed. Yeah, and even along with that many other gases will also be formed, because we have discussed this, that in 8th standard we have discussed this, that even the fossil fuels contain what? A certain amount of sulfur also. Yeah, and different elements are present in that. So when the burning of, when we are using petrol, diesel, coal, so what is happening? When on the burning of such kind of fossil fuels, the oxides are formed. The oxides are formed. Now when these oxides are formed, that means what is formed? Carbon dioxide is formed. Yes, carbon monoxide is formed. Even the sulfur dioxide formed. Different oxides of nitrogen are formed. Now this again, what is happening now? See, carbon dioxide, I told that carbon dioxide is very, very beneficial for us. Leave that photosynthesis part. But carbon dioxide is also important for us because carbon dioxide is the one which helps in the balanced temperature of the earth. Yes, that is the reason that the fluctuation in the temperature do not takes place in day and at the daytime and the night time on the surface of the earth. So carbon dioxide is doing its work. Carbon dioxide is trapping heat. But now what is the problem? We are saying that carbon dioxide is very beneficial. This peculiar characteristic of carbon dioxide of trapping heat is very, very good. It's beneficial. It's important for us. But then what is going wrong? The thing which is going wrong is, children, that the amount of carbon dioxide which is formed is more. The amount of carbon dioxide which is formed is more. Now, more carbon dioxide, more absorption of heat. Yeah, more carbon dioxide. So what carbon dioxide is going to do? Absorption of heat. Heat will be absorbed. Now, when more heat will be absorbed, that means the increase in the temperature of the earth will take place. The increase in the temperature of the earth means what? Global warming. Yes. So this is how, one thing in the nature is totally connected to the another one. And even I agree that even the methane, methane is also one of very important greenhouse gas, and it is formed naturally also in the environment. How it is formed? When the decomposition of the organic matter take place, the methane is formed. Now, marshy places, when we especially talk about the marshy places, children, so it is also known as marshy gas. So methane is formed naturally also, but human beings are the one, due to who, the activities of the human being is more, is the main reason for the release of the greenhouse gases. Now, when the greenhouse gases will be more, when more greenhouse gases will be the part of atmosphere, more heat will be trapped, and when more heat will be trapped, definitely the temperature of the earth is going to increase. Now we'll talk about that what will happen, what's wrong in the increase of temperature, what's wrong in that. So children, we all know that we have polar areas also, yes, we have polar regions also. Now when the temperature of the earth get increased, what will happen? The polar areas which has got ice, big glaciers are there, that all those ice will start melting, and when this ice will start melting, what will happen? Where the water is going to go? See, directly, indirectly, water will melt, the ice will melt, it will become the part of one or the other stream, maybe lake, maybe river, but ultimately it is going to come into sea. Now, due to this, the level of the sea will increase, the water level of the sea will increase, and this can be disastrous for us children, because the areas which are near, which are low, the areas which are low, first thing, and the second thing is the area which are very near to the coastal areas will get submerged into the sea. So this is the thing which we are very, that is the reason we should use fossil fuels very, very carefully. The plantation has to be done, deforestation has to be stopped somewhere. And by doing all this only, what can be done? The level of by doing this only, the amount of greenhouse gases can be reduced, and when the greenhouse gases will be reduced, the global warming will not be such a scary factor. It won't remain as a scary factor for us. So this is what is global warming, greenhouse effect, Now I'll write a few points over here because I've just explained. I'll just make a small gist of this so that it becomes more easier to understand. Now there is certain more gases also which are very useful for us. We'll also talk about all those gases. So first I'll clean this so that it becomes easier for me to explain the next topic and to write also.